What's up, y'all? What's good? Give it a couple of minutes. Let this algorithm catch up. Today's topic is going to be a little bit controversial. Why I say that? It's because people going to have their different opinions about what I'm about to say. And that's okay. Now, the topic is what everybody's saying right now. I can start off by saying that the Latino community, the Cuban community, they upset at the blacks. Excuse me. And the reason why is because they feel that blacks are being lazy as far as standing up to protest in this current protest that's going on right now. Y'all listen. Don't go out there and do nothing stupid. First off, I've already heard content from one creator that's that was paid to go out and wreak havoc on the city. He was told to go and meet in a certain area, where that area was where he was to go and meet up. It was a box full of bricks. He also said that it was another place that he had to go to with monotos. And if you don't know what those are, they're flammable explosives and bottles that can be thrown. And yeah, that's basically what he said. I didn't um, go into editing so I can show you the receipt, but I'm just giving you the news what I saw. Also, what I saw was the disbelief, sort of speak, that blacks, pretty much the black community, haven't stepped up to to fight in this protest. I just want to get one thing clear because Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. The protests for the people who lost their lives due to police violence. I didn't really see the Latino or the Cuban community standing up for those people or blacks in those situations. Go ahead and double tap the screen, man. Share the live. Go ahead and comment. Now's the time. I can answer any questions. Sometimes brother here says sometimes I wipe and I wipe and I wipe 100 times. Still poo, still poo. I like wiping and marker. Like that. Okay, let me tell you some. John J. See, while you coming in here on that bull crap, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna address your problem. Cause what I've learned is that be more. I need to address these comments a little bit more better than what I've been doing. So if they send stupid comments, then reply in sort of a sarcastic, stupid way. Here's one example. I put a video out promoting a product, and the comments that were said were basically reviews from idiots who've never even tested the product, purchased the product, or even know the purpose of the product. So that was just a troll. So I had to double down on their comment, let them know. Because what they said was basically, I was introducing the chest exerciser machine that I use. Is portable. Matter of fact, for those, I got it right here because I use it quite often, and this is the reason why I decided to promote it. I'm laying in my bed right now, and I'm doing chest exercises right in my bed. And the reason for me promoting products and giving reviews is for when you like to do things, but you don't like to go out of your way of doing it. That was the reason why I decided that this was a good choice. It's effective, and it's effective, and it is also portable, lightweight, and you can carry it around with you. So go and get you one. The link is available in that video where you can go and get it. That's just a plug, but back to the comment. The guy here, since he wants this type of attention, how you doing, sucker god? Appreciate you for joining in. So, the guy here, and his name is John Jay. We're gonna go ahead and give him the attention that he needs. Right now, it seems like John Jay does not know how to wipe his butt because what he says here in his comment. Because I think these comments should get the attention that they need. In his comment, and I don't have a lot of comments, so I can read this while I'm going live right now. John Jay says, "Sometimes I wipe and I wipe and I wipe 100 times. Still poop, still poop. I like wiping a marker back there." That's what John Jay had to say on my live, y'all. That was the comment. So I've taken it that these people are not either really smart or they're probably just kids. So I'm not gonna give them like go hard on them, because I could really rip through this guy right now. You know what I'm saying, for being on my live, interrupted something that I'm just figuring that it's either probably a distraction because I'm talking about a topic that's kind of important right now because it involves my community. Um, we already get looked down on. We already get treated miss badly in this country, and for us to not stand up to be the frontliners for somebody who are already in the wrong, it's kind of absurd to me, So yeah, your question was not fitting to the topic that I'm talking about on this live right now, John Jay. So I'm not gonna block you, because I have content for you characters who like to troll. I got a I got troll content available for you. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not going to be the content that you expect that you can laugh at. You're going to get a message. Not only that, it's a learning experience through that content too. Although that content may look like a character that's funny, hilarious, and everything, but once you get to sitting down and that message get to drilling into your head, what's going on, you'll start to wake up about what's going on in your surroundings or what's going on in the world that you're sharing. So just to let you know, there's content available for those, and I've just put out some shorts right now. So it's almost one short is almost at 700 views right now. I don't have a big platform, so that's kind of great for me to be doing right now. So I do have content that is available that you can go and check out the videos, check out the shorts. But it's somewhat educational, just to let you know. when I do go on live, I'm going live right now because this is an issue that I just had to address. I didn't really want to set up the podcast, equipment and all that. Make sure I have perfect audio, perfect lighting, and everything like that. This was just something that I made sure that I went over and addressed over on my other app on Flip, which has a debate section that you can put your debate up and put um, your questions up to get that feedback from people outside from where you are, and get real valuable opinions. Not only that, they're paying you. If you didn't know, they are paying you just to post your content. Um, if you aren't monetized, this is the perfect app for you right now. But go over there on that app. I'm shooting a debate right now, a couple of debates. Um, Shout out to Four No Fame because I have to give my shout out to him because he brought us some things. And first off, man, that got funny. That got funny as hell, bro. And his content is very entertaining because I like listening to his content because he goes off the handle. He goes off the handle with everything. Um, and it's not pretty much not scripted. He do a little research, but it's he be ripping into them guys acidical. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Lowdown. I just stole your turn right quick. But yeah, he brought us some things. Um, he bring up some real kind of detailed things that kind of and make me think. Well, one thing that he was saying was about the Diddy situation. Is black entertainment dead because Diddy is in trial now? And the way he said this and the way I've been noticing is pretty much almost spot on what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Um, the entertainment is not the same. It's definitely not the same. So I have taken some notice to that. Shout out to him on that. But like I said, I want to address this because this has been floating in the air, and I don't want this to get out there in the air without me having to say my response to it right now to stop whatever it is and stop this in the bud right now. Because what I'm saying, make sure that y'all double tap that screen, like the live, share, comment. I will address your comments, so make sure that you're fruitful with what you're saying. All right. So, my thing is this ICE situation that's going on, the protest, and Hispanics and brown people, they 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 are kind of brothers. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Cain and Abel situation to me. Where one would throw the other one under the bus. I can't tell you this though, and I hope that y'all understand my point. Blacks don't have nothing. They never did. First off, so when opportunity is presented, it's presented to other races first, even the bad opportunities like drugs. And I noticed that that opportunity be there for a lot of the Cuban and Latino community, and is then handed down to the black community so we can get any scraps. But what I have took heed to notice that is that we're also the ones that get thrown up under the bus too. When they get caught up, we're the ones who take the fall, or the ones that I've noticed that take the fall, or the one that gets snitched on, and everything, you know. So the opportunities that are bad opportunities that you're getting, they're really not nothing. Not only are the scraps for us, it's an opportunity, yeah, but it's also a risk at the same time. And that to me is not really too much of an opportunity. If you want opportunity, you need to follow me because not only do I put out legal type of ways and opportunities for anybody to get paid, but it's an easy way for you to do it too. And if you just follow me, you'll kind of understand where I'm going, where I'm trying to teach, where I'm trying to get people to get on a playing field or where they're not talking about money, they're not talking about currency, they're talking about capital. You know, they're talking about funding, they're talking about dividends. It's a totally different language that I'm speaking, but it's all dealing with money, you know, and following me, following my pages, my TikToks, um, purchasing those series give you a heads up and give you two steps ahead of the competitor that you're in with your niche. This is diversified to go um, with any niche that's out there. And I know that I'm going flying off the handle with promotions, but I just try to make myself available to help anybody, and that's not just the black community. You know what I'm saying? That's available for anybody. I will be letting you know when I be will be running my promotion again, as far as getting people to download. That way they can try to sell energy from these major energy plants, and you being able to pocket that money as royalties. Like whenever they pay their bill, then you're getting paid because you're the independent contractor. All right. So or consultant. My bad. Um, but back to the situation at hand. Now, I've I've told y'all about the content creator that said that he's been paid $150 a day to protest. I've also heard that they are even paying bums off the street to get out there and protest. You know, paying people. So it goes back to the Black Lives Matter protests and all of that stuff for people being paid. You know, to cause violence, cause heck in the city, and tear down the community. Um, Black Lives Matter was the first one, so now I guess it must be the Hispanics' time now. You know, the way they going through this type of protest and everything like that now. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, y'all? I just had to put my thoughts out there. Um, kind of express my opinion about it. I really don't like that expression going towards the my community. First off, and like I said, there are some people that are out there actually blind to the fact that you're being set up. And if this is something that you're going to think about doing, you might want to think about this because these agents now it's finna get really, really crucial. And for the I can't really speak for y'all community, but I mean, really, y'all really need to think about what y'all doing and who y'all are up against right now, because um, it's people that are getting killed, people that are getting injured out here. So just think about that. Think about your families, and like shout out to Miss Lowdown again. Once she said what she said, it hit really close to heart. She's a person that's not gonna sugarcoat nothing. She said if you was all if you were over here doing right in the beginning because they we let you over here, and didn't have a problem. And that was the same thing that happened if you think about during the Columbus era, when he landed on Plymouth Rock, and before he even got there, the blacks were on that land or Indians, and they shared that land with I think it was Asians or the Spaniards, and they when Columbus got in, they just a little short history, they turned their back on the people they were sharing their land with, and all the commotion ended up happening where Columbus ended up taking over both races and clowning them both, and end up enslaving one and just giving the other one resorts. So you got to think about all of the stuff that happened back then. Is it happening right now and in this situation? But that was the first thing that came to my mind when when that was said. Because it's like I can't even see how you would fix your mouth to say that. All of the stuff that we've been through, all the stuff that we going through right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, that was just my little fix on that. Tell me what you thinks about it. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching.